about some Love After Lockup updates. First, starting off with Lindsey. So we just spoke about her earlier this week after she came out and revealed that CPS had removed her daughter Miley from her father's care. She ended up doing a live stream last night, and she said in this live stream that Miley got removed because she tested positive. She didn't explain what exactly she had tested positive for. She was very vague about it. She said Miley was with her father's great-grandmother, and people had asked her, well, why isn't she with Brenda? Why isn't she with the woman who raised Miley while you were in prison? You think that would make the most sense? And she revealed that I guess the father's family wanted to keep Miley in their family, just for, I assume, for easier access. A lot of people kept asking her, well, why didn't you just go with Brenda? You know, that was who raised her while you were in prison. You think that would make sense? And she said, well, she actually did not want to go with Brenda because Brenda is going to make rules and not allow her to date her stepbrother. And right now, Lindsey said that Miley's like head over heels in love with Beau and said that she's going to spend the rest of her life with him. She said Brenda would have rules. She wouldn't allow her to see or date Beau. She wouldn't allow her to vape. She would not allow her to hang out at the local Waffle House till 2 in the morning with her future stepbrother. She accused Beau's mother of allowing them to do that and said that's what they were just doing the other night. And then she came out the next day after this live and she announced that she is pregnant. She said proof that life keeps growing even after the hard chapters. Baby Booker is arriving in May of 2026. Oh, they might have them a little Gemini baby. And that means like she's probably already damn near 4 months pregnant. So she probably already knows the gender or is going to be knowing the gender here soon. And then she made this post and said, more boots by the door and more love in the house. Baby Booker coming 2026. And her daughter said this was going to happen when she came out and did her TikTok videos responding to some of Lindsey's claims. She said that Lindsey, according to her, was acting crazy because she was off her medication, which helped stabilize her mood because she was trying to get pregnant. I know the lighting's not the best. The room I'm typically in with better light and my ring light is on my room where my kids are asleep. But I just want to show a few short clips from Lindsey's live of her speaking on things. We're not going to go through the whole live. I'm just going to fast forward to a few important parts. So I do want to give credit to the person who did upload this, which it is Down Bad Tea Page. Let's go ahead and give him a follow. This is the live she did the morning before she announced that she was pregnant.
For 2 hours. And I felt like we had a good conversation. I really did. I explained that Miley was going through a lot of things, that she was getting in trouble, that it was out of character about her, and that she felt like she was being suffocated and that she had been caught with Beau, and I didn't approve of them being together because they lived in the same home and because they're about to be step siblings. And anyway, so I felt we had understanding. We obviously did not. I thoroughly underestimated the situation. Yeah, I got played like a fiddle.
Okay, is she talking about the stepmother? There's parts that I missed. But here's the thing. Like I said, Lindsey does not help the situation either. I know she's angry and I know she's upset, but she does make posts feeding into this situation. The other day, she had this post on her Instagram. We might have pulled the same man, but we'll never be in the same league. Respectfully, you could never be me, and disrespectfully, I'd never want to be you. And she had Bad Baby, Miss Whitman, playing in the background. And this is just a video of her. Oh, shoot. It's just a video of her. It looks like driving like a tractor or some kind of moving vehicle or something. It kind of looks like. And she's playing this, and people are like, okay, what kind of petty BS high school crap is this? Some people are like, go girl. And other people are like, okay, come on, you need to stop. And she even said in the comments that this was about Miley Grace's father's wife, Miley Grace's stepmother. See the little rainbow?
And so
She has a cute dog.
CPS came, they said, okay, well, if there's a custody order in place, which there was, they said the best we can do is we can suggest a safety plan. And we would let her go. You could let her go to her dad's and she could stay there until maybe Tuesday or Wednesday when she's no longer suspended. And then you could decide if you want to continue the safety plan or end it, because it is a voluntary safety plan, which means you, the mother, because you have full custody, get to decide when it stops, all the stuff, right? And she just made it seem like it was just such a thing and it would be no big deal, and that I could let Miley go over there outside of the custody. And just, I'm going to say, me and Blaine from the TV show, we had gotten custody of his son from CPS. Like, the mother had lost custody. We had worked with CPS for a year and a half. I had a fantastic experience with CPS. Like, I know that a lot of people have had really bad experiences with them. They don't trust them. I did not have that experience. So when she said, I think it'll be good for Miley to go over to her dad's for a cool down period, I think it'll help her get some perspective. I think you just need some time to let her get some space in an environment where she has parental supervision. I said, okay, I agreed. I cried about it because Miley, again, had never been to her dad's house, but I agreed. Thank you, Katie. So that night, I asked CPS if they would take her to her dad's. They said they could not do that because she was not in CPS custody. They actually could not transport her for me. So I called my brother, and he came, my brother and my sister, and they came and they drove her, my brother-in-law, my sister and my brother-in-law. Thank you. Bo and Miley did not grow up together, and they're not related. So when they are 18, I can't see all that. Thank you, Danielle. Yeah, and I mean, that's some people's opinion. Some people say they're step siblings, but they didn't grow up together, so it's fine. I personally don't agree with that. I don't think it's a good idea. Yes, they are still dating. The stepmother has publicly gone on platforms and said that Miley could not date her son, her other stepbrother, but that it is fine for Miley to date Boston. I personally don't agree. However, as I told the kids, when you're 18 and you're both out of my home, I can't really say anything. Once you're grown and you're out these doors, if you choose to make questionable life choices that I don't agree with, I will just have to deal with it. But when you're both 16 and you're living under the same house, I can't have two 16-year-olds shacking up. It's not appropriate. It's not morally acceptable. It's not going to happen.
I don't blame her for feeling that way. I don't agree with it. There's a million other people out there. But at the same time, I can understand where it happened. I feel like the same attraction that drew Lindsey to Chad is what's drawing Miley to Bo, because, Bo was raised by Chad. So he's like a little mini version of him. And Lindsey did say, in a past live, or I think it was in the comments. I think it was live, actually. She said that she had caught Miley and Bo. I don't know if she had actually walked in on them, but I know they were caught on the security cameras. I guess every single night, when everybody would go to bed, I can't remember who it was. I think it was Bo sneaking in Miley's room, or I think it might have been them sneaking in both rooms, but they would wait till everyone went to bed and everyone was knocked out cold. Then around 1, 2, 3 in the morning, they would sneak out of their room and sneak into the other person's room. And then they would get out and they'd set an alarm and get out at 5, 6 in the morning before everybody woke up. But eventually, I guess Lindsey checked the security cameras, and she ended up noticing they were sneaking into each other's rooms at night.
So anyway, Miley went over there, and then that's when they announced, they said Miley was removed from her mom's. And I'm like, I let her go over there, and then I ended it. I ended the safety plan early because we had they had agreements that they were supposed to follow in the safety plan. So the agreements were, because Miley was suspended from school, she was not allowed to have her cell phone. I sent her cell phone over there with her, but she was only supposed to have it to text or call me. They said she was supposed to call me every single day. What else was it? Oh, she wasn't allowed to leave the state, and I asked for her to be under adult supervision all the time. So basically, I wanted her to be at her dad's or with her dad or her stepmother, because again, she just got suspended from school. She's grounded. She's in trouble, right? But again, I'm expecting people to be like basic human beings. So anyway, I'm sitting in my room on Sunday, quite upset about all this, by the way. Emmy, don't open presents. They're not yours. No, ma'am, for the little girl. So I'm in my room. I'm upset, but whatever. I get an alert on my phone. So all Miley's social media accounts are teen accounts, right? So like I have to be like on the account with her, right? Like it's like a whatever. I don't know what it's called. Like they have them for like almost all the platforms. Suddenly I get removed, boom, 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 from all her social medias. Like she has changed her age, and all of them are adult are phasing out, removing me as the parental on thing. And so I was like, what the crap? Like, absolutely not. Didn't allow this, not gonna allow this. I called CPS and they said they were gonna check in on it. And then I get a screenshot of Boston Bo, Miley's stepbrother, about to be stepbrother. He, on Sunday, broke up with his girlfriend. Keep in mind, a lot of people said, hey, they're two young kids. You should have seen this coming. They were both dating other people. Miley was talking to this little boy. Boston had a girlfriend. They were going to homecoming the next week. I had no idea. I did not see it. Again, rose-colored glasses.
I mean, that makes sense. But also, I mean, they're two 16-year-old kids where their hormones are going crazy. I know Lindsey and Chad, according to Miley, or what the stepmother claimed, they were going out of town and leaving them together for days on end.
Glasses totally missed. Hey, Amy, no, man. Don't do that. That was my fault. I did mess up there. I really did. I should have seen that coming. I did not. But I got a message, a screenshot, and he said, Bo is taking Miley home, that they just had adult time at Chad's ex-wife's house, and which is in Tennessee, which is across state lines. And that he was taking her back home. He doesn't even have a driver's license. Neither does Miley. Neither one of them have a license at this point. They have permits. And so I was furious because my child is supposed to be grounded. She was just suspended from school for vaping. There's no reason at all. The day after I let her go over there, she should be in Tennessee with her stepbrother boyfriend. I was furious. And this was on Monday. I called CPS. I said, I'm ending the safety plan. And I'm telling them, I'm sending them screenshots. And they're like, okay, we agree. They're not following the terms of the safety plan. The safety plan is officially ended. You can go get Miley. So I get, because I was upset. Like I was angry. So I get my coworker to actually drive me up there to go get her. I called them. I said, hey, you need to pack your stuff. Because again, they told everybody that Miley was not allowed to take anything with her when she left here. Yes, she was. She packed. You think CPS would have been like, yeah, she's fine. Just take the clothes on her back. No, like Miley went and packed a bag, like one of her big suitcases. Actually, it was my big suit. It was my big Lululemon case, my big baby blue Lululemon suitcase, packed full of stuff. That's what she took with her. But they're like, she was not allowed to take anything but the clothes on her back. And I'm like, excuse you? What? Anyway. I went to get her, and they told me that she was not coming out, and I was to get off the property. So I called the police, and the police told me they couldn't do anything, that it was a custody issue.
Civil custody matter.
Like, there is no custody issue. They don't have any custody of her. They have visitation only. I have full physical custody. Doesn't matter. Fun fact, doesn't matter. Surprised the crap out of me. Why is she in CPS? Because she's been with her dad for 3 months. And I was just waiting on custody court because that's all I can really do. I get a call on Thursday from CPS. Could it be considered kidnapping? Yes. But I'm not wanting to escalate the matter. If I would have been smart, honestly, if I would have if I would have, hindsight is 2020. If I would have been smart, I would have gone, filed parental kidnapping and a child runaway. I did not do that. I was trying to talk to them. I was giving them phone calls. And then when that didn't work, I actually called the grandmother and I was like, hey, I'll sign over rights if they'll just meet me at the lawyer's office. Of course, I wasn't going to. We were going to, because the Tippah County Police wouldn't help me, but the Alcorn County Police said they would. So I had called them and they said that if I could get Miley outside in a public area, that they would require her to leave with me with my current custody order. And so we were trying to get them to come to Alcorn County so that we would be able to get her back from them. Anyway, so they went and filed for custody. And we gave them, we did an agreement with them, like my lawyer did an agreement with their lawyer, that they would have temporary custody, thank you, Auntie Deb, until court, which was supposed to be in a couple of weeks. Well, their lawyer totally stopped responding, didn't respond at all to November. We finally just set the court date for today, supposed to be today. And he wrote the judge, he CC'd the attorney because she wasn't responding, said, hey, we can't get in touch with this attorney. We're trying to move forward with court. We've asked for the court to set this date, blah, 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 blah. She filed an extension, Amy, what are you doing? What is it called? A continuance yesterday at noon, the day before court. We've already sent subpoenas out. Yeah. So she wasted my money. That's amazing. But also, I have never dealt with custody court before. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. But basically, my attorney said that since CPS called me on Thursday and they told me Miley has been removed from his home, she is in a non-voluntary safety plan. She's been placed with a great-grandmother based off of illegal substance use in the home. I'm thinking, my attorney thinks that right now they're just trying to postpone so that they can try to do some damage control between now and court. I've asked for her to go back to live with my mom. They've said no. They want her with their family. What's the next thing? I gotta wrap. Hold on. I gotta get some more presents. Hold on, guys.
But that's pretty much it, guys. If you want to watch the rest of her life, she opens more up about some other things. I kind of touched on some of the key points at the beginning of this before I reacted to this. If you want to see the rest of the live, you can check it out at Down Bad T page. But that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about what Lindsey had to say in the comments below.